Hey everybody, today I'm going to continue my series of videos reviewing as many different brands of ICF as I can. We're going to go to Stronghold ICF today. But before we do, just a little bit of housekeeping. I was going to make a video this weekend announcing our August training dates with all three pools, our ICF and pool training in Springfield, Missouri. I'm going to wait and do that either later this week or next weekend, just because that's an entire video into itself, showing you guys kind of what we're doing, the way we're doing it now, all that. But I do need to tell you the Renolit training that I've been teasing in a few shorts down in Louisiana, that an event we're going to do in conjunction with Renolit, where we're going to be putting a Renolit PVC membrane in a pool down in Slidell, Louisiana, just north of New Orleans. We're going to be starting that on the 24th, which is just a couple weeks away. But we couldn't really do that till we knew they had the walls poured and it was time to go. And Renolit just has a week at the end of June that they can help us, or we got to wait a couple months. We want to show that to you guys as soon as humanly possible. So if anybody is welcome to come to that, check it out, see what we're doing, learn more, feel it, touch it, see it. It's a great product for all pools, but especially ICF pools. It's going to be really that missing link in the middle price point for a really good quality pool. So you can, any information you want about that, or the teaser that I'm going to give you about training in August here, hit up Patrick at support@icfguru.com. But that's going to be on the 24th until we're done. Several days, probably 4 or 5 days at least, that we're going to be welding that in. I'll probably be messing with some of the plumbing as well, assuming time allows. So there'll be a lot going on down there, guys. If you live around there, you want to fly in, we'll be there all those days. Anyway, on to Stronghold ICF. So the first thing I'm going to tell you guys is I don't sell a lot of these blocks. So when a friend of mine in the game, gets me block that are a different brand, I'm going to give them a plug for giving me a block, helping me do a video on their product. So I got this product from Ray LaRue with Allison's Supply out of Springfield, Missouri. I'll tell you, he is kind of the godfather in ICF in our market. He's not that much older than me, but he was doing it. Him and his dad had a masonry supply business, goes all the way back into the 90s. He got into ICF. He was my Nudura guy for this first several years. Got me into ICF back in 2013, did a spec house, and took the chance on using ICF and have never looked back. But he ended up landing with Stronghold, and it's a pretty interesting block, and I'm going to give you guys all of the high points, and really not a whole lot negative about this block, but I'll give you my thoughts on it, good, bad, and ugly. So without further ado, the first thing that this block has going for it, Stronghold's been around for about a dozen years, but they are made by a parent company that's been around for decades, real similar to a lot of these plastics companies that get into ICF. But the one thing you'll notice right off the bat is this foam is just slightly thicker than your Fox and Nudura and everything, which are around 2 5/8. It's about 2 3/4. So you end up with about a 1/4 inch wider than you normally would. But oh, we got a mascot coming in here. Hey, Jakey. Hey, buddy. Okay, so Jake just came to see me, but that's the first thing you'll notice about it, which we may come back to in the negatives, is just a very slight thing. Another thing that they will tout is they have almost a double high rebar chair. That's because when you're overlapping them, sometimes your second one that's on the top will try to kind of fall over into the next notch where you don't want it. And they say that this helps keep that from walking. It has a very robust, nice interlocker, which is nice. Very hard to damage carrying it around the job site. And the one thing that this block has that only one other block I'm aware of at this moment has, Nudura obviously pioneered this one, but it has the locking devices on top of the web. Those will make a clicking sound, almost like a zip tie. And they say this completely alleviates the need for any clipping. You know, with Nudura, I really liked it. I've never used these blocks, in fairness, but it's a nice, robust little part. I bet it works really well. The other thing that they have on their corners, which I don't have a corner block, but I'll show you what the corner block looks like. It's a nice, good-looking corner. They claim to be one of the strongest in the market, in the game. One we're going to do here in a couple weeks. I think Superform claims to have the strongest corner, but very much like Fox blocks, it's got a lot of plastic in the corner, a lot of material in the foam holding it together, a lot of area to screw any veneers to on the outside. So It's a really nice corner that they've done a lot of work to engineer simplicity of use and robustness. It's also reversible, which is something, you know, I really value. I know it's not a must in the market. There are lots of blocks that still have a left and a right corner, but having to not think about that at all on the job is a bonus to me. The one thing they do for distribution is they're only made in about 4 places around the country. You know, we talked about Fox last week's made in about 15. With ICF, getting stuff to your job site is always the name of the game. And with some blocks, if they're not made close to you, it might be a lot more expensive than it is for somebody more near to the factory. So what Stronghold does, they make them about 4 places. They're spread out pretty good around the country. But what they do is they encourage their dealers to be stocking dealers. A lot of guys will have stocking dealers and non-stocking. Non-stocking means they order it when you need it. Kind of a just-in-time situation, but there's a lot of sales probably lost when people need something and there's a 2-week lead time or a 10-day lead time before it'll be on their job site. A lot of times people just move on. In America, we're very, you know, Amazon can have stuff to our door in a day. So they have gone very hard on making sure their dealers network is all stocking dealers or mostly stocking dealers. So if there's a dealer in your market, they should have stock. So that's part of it, is they bring it in ahead of time. They've got it. It's ready to go. All right, one more thing, guys. I know I've said that a couple times probably because I keep jumping around, but this block has webs on 8-inch centers. I should be saying that on all these blocks because some of them are on 6. Part of that's because the really dense foam allows you to have them further spread out, I think. You know, if I haven't got an Amvic block yet, but they're on 6-inch centers unless they go to the thicker foam for the R30 block, and then they go to 8-inch centers because I believe it becomes enough structure there to be strong enough. But this thing has a 1-inch grid layout, which is kind of interesting. I always tell people that you don't really need a tape measure. Once you lay out your block on the ground, you start in the corners, just work your way into the middle, and if you end up with a bastard joint, they reveal themselves. But then you do your first row, you do your second row by flipping the corners, going the opposite way, and then you have a even row and an odd row, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and they repeat. You don't need a tape measure. You can look by saying, okay, I need 2 webs and 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. They're the exact same as the 1, 2 below it. So this thing has a lot more lines going laterally across the block than most blocks. Most blocks only have vertical blocks, or in Fox's case, they have 1 right down the middle at 8 inches. This one has 1 at every inch. So that would help if in the case that you're hand ripping top courses out on site, having each one of those, you're not popping lines to get the lateral cut. You know, when we lay our pools out, we generally lay them out to try to not have that much. You might have a course at the bottom and the deep end ripped, but that's a rarity, and that's the only time we have any rip blocks. Most of our blocks are ripped on an angle, and you're freehand cutting those anyway. But as far as most of you guys are doing houses and stuff, pretty cool block. And the last thing I will mention, you'll notice this block does, other than it not being green, it does look a good bit like Nudura. It's got the ribs as well. Now those ribs will make this foam attach to your concrete better. One thing on pools, it's not ideal if you ever need to strip the foam for any reason. It's very hard. Or any reason of an elevator shaft, any kind of reason you need to strip this foam, it's going to be harder than a Fox or a Build block that's got a smooth inside. That said, it's intentional and it's actually for a good reason. So that's kind of the high spots on Stronghold, guys. So that's all the positives, guys. If I was to give you a couple of negatives, because I'm trying to find things that I would think aren't perfect about a block. This one is not even its fault, but that extra 1/4 inch could, when you're designing, so when you are talking to your draftsman or your architect and you know you're going ICF, it's very common they'll look up a thickness of an ICF wall and they'll get to 11 1/4, and this one's 11 and a half, 11 5/8, 11 3/4. So you get a little bit wider block. When just like when we do crown, it'll be a little narrower block because it's thinner foam. But it's at least potentially it'll make your room sizes just a little different. Now, I don't personally think that's any big deal, but I've built a lot of really fancy houses where 1/4 inches matter to people. And there's different appliances, different things like that. You'd have to know you're using Stronghold the day you start designing because it's just a little different on the dimensions on the width. That's a tiny negative. The other one would probably be that, you know, they're not a new company by any means. They've been around over 10 years. However, I think with the stocking dealer model in my market, they exist and they're everywhere. And a couple years ago, they seemed like the most one of the probably 2 or 3 brands that was putting the most into their online marketing. They were everywhere. Everybody's like, why aren't you using Stronghold? This is the best. And so they have a lot of brand recognition, I would say, for a block that's, you know, not maybe as known as Nudura or something like that. However, if you're in a place that doesn't have a stocking dealer or at least an aggressive dealer that returns his phone calls really well and is really on it, it might be a little harder block to get a hold of because it's not made in as many places, probably not quite the volume. And I'm semi-guessing there. I didn't call their company and ask about sales and stuff like that. But that's the gist I get from being, you know, exposed to all of it. But that would be it, guys. Just maybe a little distribution complications if you don't have a stocking dealer in your market, and maybe a little different dimensions. Beyond that, would I build a mansion, a pool, anything out of these blocks? Absolutely. They're good block. You know, so I think they're really, really slick. So just remember, guys, any project you choose ICF on is going to be structurally and thermally superior to anything else you could do. And because of that, this is another option. This is what this series is about, is showing you everything. You know, it's your choice at the end of the day. I just want to see you guys use ICF. So great block. Can't recommend it enough.